Hello, fellow jams, it's Jamy here, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, this episode, last episode we were, we just got back from, what's it called, after graffitiing with Pink No Arms. I can't remember everyone's name, so I'm sorry. And, yeah, let's continue. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medication and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempt from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd order some to cover such contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. After all, I'm going to start taking care of myself. I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape along with what little I can do to strengthen my heart. Sorry, I'm running out of voice. Okay. There we go. Okay, maybe then I can go back to something approaching a normal life. Or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged good girl who bowed me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lethally. Like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope. Her prosthetic leg clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine? The nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like she's oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my health, and he's prompting me to do so. And even with things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who witnessed my pitiful attempt to get in shape. It was really a happenstance. I'll leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning. Your name's Hisao, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she remembered my name. Oh god, I don't remember her name. You may not remember me. Me? I knocked you over in the hallway yesterday. Miss Ibarazaki? She imitates Misha imitating Shizune. Failing to get the same kind of subdued lilt into her high-pitched tone. How could I forget such a blunt introduction? Emmy has a decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, as long as you don't make a habit out of it, I suppose it'll be fine. Great! I'm not sure she realised that I was joking. So the spike assailant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right! Wait. Prosthetic... Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah, it's her kneecap. Okay, yeah. Oh, I was expecting someone from nursing staff, to be honest. I was saying, I don't look like I could be a spy. No, this is more of a relief. I was afraid I'll have someone watch my every move. Unless you're here to do exactly that. No, I am here for my own reasons. Nurse just asked me if I hadn't seen such a messy head transfer student who looks kinda like he lost around the track. So why are you down here? Emmy strikes a dramatic pose. Training! For what? Track! Oh my god, wow, okay. I see. You're on the track team then. Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners. Keyword, better. Well, I just realised options. Okay, cool. I just had to check that. I have to leave the music off so I don't get copyrighted. Sorry about that. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that activity is probably cut out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not sure I should be running all that much. Plus, I'm not organised into the sports, you know. It's true, I never really got into soccer. I mean, I run around with my friends and all. That's really the only reason why I ever played. It wasn't for the glory of being found on the field, that's for damn sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not that you're into an organisation and everything. But now that you are here, I guess we're gonna run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. I sound so shy. Emmy seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Jesus Christ. Oh no, you always should warm up. Bad Hisao. She scolds me enthusiastically when smiles on lean close. Okay. I hate warming up too. Okay. She laughs suddenly. Heck, I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving a passionate impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go! Okay. So we both take off around the track, and I immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run-offs with sorts of a wild abandonment. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Handspread then? Handspread, right? And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride with Emmy's, but it's far too difficult. Apparently I'm not good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not feeling up to more than a couple of laps today. Slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps... What was so delayed? Okay. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes a second time. She quickly skids to halt, breathing steadily to contrast my own somewhat gasping demeanour. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Huh, yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and grins at me. She seems to be doing a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Wait, what? Next time, you should have tried to hold out longer and longer and longer. Eventually, you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I think I'm going to get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs concerningly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, sure, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning experiment was a success or a failure, but I do admit I feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Emmy said, I should just need to keep at it order to get better, right? I couldn't say that any other. Practice makes perfect or something like that. It's nice at least to feel like I've taken some resemblance to control over my own. I'll have to keep this up. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long hot shower. I'm tired of overrunning, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the running rush. After taking a long shower anyway, I'll dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears, and within the mess, a looming and radiant malicious intent, it bursts through the fog. Kill me now. Okay, stop. What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking at me like that. Start naked, but I hold my tongue back. I've realised I'm still naked too. And quite quickly I hold my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad he's perfectly seeing fog? Know your room, Angia. That's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? He puts an innocent face, looks away, trying hard to look casual. It doesn't work. He's transparent as his wind pane-sized glasses. Talking naturally like this, wearing nothing feels awkward. Actually, somehow, it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. Trying to brush up this feeling off with little success. Money. Sure. Wait, what? Really? Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can't you just give it to me? Because I already had the good not to run through. Wait, what? I already had the good to run through your pockets while you were showering. I could have, but I exercised restraints. And in the end, I come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's thought that counts, I should withhold payment since his thoughts were so clearly impure, and his intent are probably even more sinister since he can't tell me what they are. I say how much to him. I'm offended, man, but if that's your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order pizza, and I already have the cost of the pizza. I need to help with the rest. I can get that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah. I would give you some, but you have class, and you don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for pizza and pay the guy and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain a pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you. And the pizza, and they will ask, why is this man in my shout? Okay. It's hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. Then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before, that's how. Every day I plan my vengeance so that when the people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose completely without irony. But yeah, I only need 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it in advance. I was outside, I can't remember what I was doing. Something standing, maybe wondering how I got there. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting in the sky. How would you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat? A bird crapped on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him, shake him. Is he trying not to keep the momentum? Possibly, I don't know. I'll go with that, even if it's like he didn't hear me. It was like the openings to some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part where the main dude's fighting his rival when they fly at each other and clash with swords, and there's and like big dramatic horror and zoom. It was like that, but with poo. Okay, Zach, I need money, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need like 100 yet. I thought it was 400. Alright, what? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means for stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Ah! Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. Particularly disturbing fact given that his Baton can be conducting so freely. Not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what female stars make? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. What the fuck is this man on about? So maybe I am a porn star on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight for the feminist agenda, and you can't even spot me, your crumbs. You bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? The feminist agenda stuff again. The stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit. I don't. But this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly and you'll wake up the next morning with a knife in your back and bam, out of nowhere. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you asleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. I thought you just said that to don't take them lightly. Well, I mean don't take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat, but if there was some kind of war, a big war, with men on our side and feminist forces strike on your son, it will be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters and it says, it's on now, motherfuckers. You're being ridiculous. There's no worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide it? I mean, it'd be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only in it. He said it was on Earth. I turned to Kendry and started practicing frowning faces in the mirror, so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from a distance away, which unfortunately means that he just keeps ranting on without any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war where not too many men know about. But it's a great one that will one day boil over, encompass over the world. There will be nothing to pick besides that Imagine the bloody battle, a vicious conflict without an end. I almost gave up, but silly when I grew so tired of the bleakness of our fineness. When I mistook the time of the power went out for the feminist raid, and thought that war was near. But then I realised that I gave up. It would be over, and I would likely whoa, and knew I would had to get serious. Because I am the last sane man in this insane world, it's an absolute duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all the hinges on one naked guy ranting on in the bathroom at another naked guy. So can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class, so I agreed to spot him the money. Awesome, thanks dude. We should go bowling later. No, bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There is no woman bowlers either, making it a manly sport. Should I wear a pink bowling shirt with matching shoes or pastel green? I don't care. There are bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you had better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have time to ask them to elaborate what it means. I don't know. I have to get to class. Calvin away. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I don't want to hold you up or anything. And I have some stuff to do myself when the time comes. Time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now time has really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. And what does... It's a big bathroom. So I have to be alone. I can't go with pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him a practice round, leave him in classes. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed, run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Okay, I am gonna save because I don't want to go back into that. I'm not gonna lie, that was hell. Okay. That is the time I never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to go class. Please. I'm the first person in class today, although I think it's a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration and boredom starts making me feel very slowly tired. I blacked out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realise this is as good reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early. Eventually I hear a tap noise outside the hallway, and Lily's tall fatigue appears in the doorway. She's not in class, so she must have other business, maybe looking for Hanako? Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant, as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I will consider doing so, because she's rather lonesome just standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though, after straightening her skirt and collar, as if it was important to look prim when entering a classroom. Lily, excuse me! She calls into a quiet room with probably bawling techno voice. I realise the silence might be unnerve her because of her bias, so I'm okay. Good morning, Lily. Isao? Good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely if I would say something big, a line. No. It would sink me. Well, I was already here, just sleeping until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come on just before the bell rings or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. Strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else along the way. I shouldn't have gotten up so early, I guess. You're chastining yourself for doing something that other people should. Punctuality is a good thing, I think so anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is a deadline for event registrations, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today. Misha! Hi! Misha pops out with Shizune, as if one cue, shouting with the loudest that makes Lily visible streets. Hi, Yi-chan! Hi! I want to join the Steam Council. Do I get the choice in that? Look, it's the class representatives! Hello! Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Shizune's use of words look. Good morning. Of course, you are not representing of this class, right? A representative of the class. I'm not. Lily was a little more guarded in her answer to Shizune than she was with me. The other day, I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realised that Lily actually not knows Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is, to know who she is talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decided to help Lily out, but for my own peace of mind more than anything. You're here early, Shizune. You were here even earlier than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf? I wonder. It's not that weird though, that Shizune didn't like talking like my little comment. It's very true. I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Especially Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing the tone to gorge intent. Before I start weighing whether or not I should apologise, Shizune has probably already moved on. Class rep, it's good that you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed their project budget reports to them. Even first years, except for you. Wahaha. There's still some time to hand it over, isn't there? Oh, that's why she was called. Okay. Today, the deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my own way, I'd have had all of the necessary paperwork days ago, but someone had to say, the deadline, please extend it. Yes, that was me. Planning on something on this scale is not a small task. This week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Huh? Do you want to know what's harder than disturbing the funds of a one-class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me. Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she is really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused though. Hey Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Hisao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. If this is about budget, then I'm disappointed to think you have forgotten about it. I understand the importance of it. Then, can I have it, please? Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked the 2 students to take care of it for me, students from my class. She emphasized the last sentence to my surprise. She knows Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into student council. I guess a word must have gotten out, so now she's using me as ammo against Shizune. But this just gets better and better. It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should just be delegative with. Just be delegating away. As fast rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is really just terrible. They completed it, incapable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologise on their behalf for getting sick. Okay! Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between offended by Lily's daring and jumping off with joy over the prospect of a challenge. Lily, don't they live here at your school? That's like 5 minutes walk, you know. What could it possibly have prevents them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop off something that will affect the enjoyment of their entire class? Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes gap between them. Starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal chill-filled tone. The result is an interesting but somewhat surreal. Okay. And what's with this attitude? I said that it's not something that you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative, or aren't you? Tell me the names of these 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle such a simple task. One form isn't the full extent of what I'm saying to take care of. His tone has grown slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsettled she has become. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edges of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is. Of course! You do so much, class rep. It must be pretty difficult being you. Lily tightens her lip at Misha's words, clearly understanding the extent of behind, even though Misha delivers them without a hint of sarcasm, which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't get like each other. That much is clear, but it seems a little much. It seems like Lily had enough and is ready to push back. Wait, what? White. I saw white. That was white. Wait. Come on. Okay, that's why I can't see yours. Damn it. Okay. Sorry. I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure that I don't forget my own. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right, the difference between us is like heaven and hell. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent. The air between them ripples with heat of the... Wait, no. I just gotta memorize such a delightful image. Wait. Okay, cool. Ripples in heat of their immunity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. He-chan, don't slack off either. What are you talking about? Aren't you taking part in the festival, He-chan? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're doing a lot more to make sure that this goes smoothly than this person. I don't understand why Shizune suddenly getting mad at me. Don't try and be into this, I've done my part. If you're angry at Lily, that has nothing to do... Oh no. Now, just wait a second. Are you implying the president is more right in scolding me than yourself? Ah, damn, I think I could word it better. No, I don't know, but, I mean, huh? What are you saying, Yi-chan? It's just hard to think it's fair that you can say that seeing I've helped you guys. Mood change like this shut down between two gunfighters. Well, it was that before too, but Shizune focuses on me. And so is Lily's, though she's keeping quiet. I'm afraid I inadvertently pissed her off. Fuck. Okay. Are you saying I'm wrong? What a dangerous situation. Yes, it's unfair for you to get on my case. Yi-chan, you want to too much. But you have a point. Okay. You are not lazy, He-chan. Ha ha ha. Shine pushes her glasses up with her thumb almost approvingly. That's good. If you're not useless, then you shouldn't let anyone say you are. But next time, say it. I'll say it. It'll really be because you're disappointing me like misclass rep here. So don't let this over your head. Lily takes a jab silently, a venomous visage over her frozen face. Class rep. Shi-chan says, don't forget this report, please. I won't. Would that be all? Yep. Then good day to you all. Her words caught like air out of the classroom into halfway to something more tangible. Lily leaves the room understanding in a bad mood, but still managing to be poised and calm as usual. Shouldn't you really did go a little too far today. Wait, no, oops, my mouse is trapped in a load of what? Okay. It's true Shi-chan can be a little. If I had been expecting Shizune to grudgingly admit I have a point there as well, I think I'll be expecting 2 months. She doesn't respond. Haha, Shi-chan thinks you should mind your own business. Yi-chan, we have last minute things to take care of before class. Might be late, so can you please cover for us? Yeah. Yay, perfect, yay, okay. Thanks, He-chan. They walk outside even though they were only 10 minutes late before they left. The bell will ring, signaling the start of class. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty, lonely back at the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for us if I see her later. After the answer this morning, the class is pretty boring in comparison. I turned the pages of my textbooks lazily. We've been covering the same amount of pages every day, so reading ahead is more or less giving myself a preview of what tomorrow's lesson will be about. The clock of the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything over 7 minutes. Instead of opting to cover the boards over in rows and rows of equations taken directly out of the book. The arithmetic classing of chalk on the blackboard seems to synchronise perfectly with the ticking clock. I start to copy down the equations just to pass the time, not noticing Misha's head poking me over her shoulder, until she has almost topped me. What are you doing? I tried to strike a balance between being quiet enough to not draw attention to myself, but not being loud enough to draw hers. What are you doing, Ki-chan? Panic shoots through me as Misha stops talking at her normal volume, and I splut out a hastily reply, still keeping my voice down despite the fact she just blew any hope of me being discreet. I'm copying down that stuff. What are you doing? Why are you so loud? Oh, really? But it's all in the book. That's why no one else is copying it down. I know. Why are you so loud? Why are you so quiet, Ichan? It's hard to hear you. I look around if anyone's noticing our conversation, and it's pretty obvious that everyone has, even the teacher. Shizune smiles cowardice, and I start to wonder if Misha is doing this because she told her to. Is it because of what happened between her and Lily earlier? This is what I get for trying to be reasonable, for taking the middle path. Shizune is way too prideful, although by now I should be expecting that kind of behaviour from her. Why are you doing this? Misha is totally oblivious to the awkward stare from the teacher is given both of us. While trying to balance her textbook on one finger for a brief second, it looks like as if things could get ugly, but the teacher simply looks away as if it's not worth the trouble. Guess it's a good thing, as I sunk back in relief. The rest of the day passes uneventfully, and this time I'm able to appreciate that it does. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry. I stay a while reviewing what we did covered in class. I prefer to leave it last anyway, so I don't have what we covered in class today. I prefer to wait. Yeah, I already did that, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallway. Shizune and Misa have also stayed behind. Hell yeah. Talking to someone from another class. Shizune signing so fast that her hands making noises like swords cutting through the air. Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whether or not discussing it looks like this is serious bad business. I'm probably way over my head. Not just that, but Shizune seems angry. Although, it could be just her normal severe proprieties. Okay. Shizune signs to a point where her wrist crackle. Misha struggles to spit out a word form. Sometimes she trips over herself, like she's dealing with her tongue twisters. And then she goes on top of that. She has signed back anything to the girl said. Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired and like she's about to say, luckily for her, their business is soon finished. And the girls sit down on their seats again. Oh, I'm so tired. Wait, did you say? Ooh, I'm so tired. She hangs her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in this school seem like they're taking the festival very seriously. Wherever I see it, the people idling around before and after class, they're always talking about plans on it. It's kind of neat to see everyone's being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. She starts signing up at me, and Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly some focus. She sighs harshly and heavily dramatic strokes. Misha translates her, signing the speech for me. She does it so well, almost like Shizune's actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. Well, we're in a student council, you know. We're pretty busy. Sarcasm. Huh? The tone of Shizune's actions make look like she's speaking with distinct, but Misha interprets it as normal, replacing whether or not the intent of her shippers twist things. It's disorienting. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Never mind. How did I forget you two trying to get me join? How could I forget you with you trying to get me to join her at least twice a day? Haha, but Hishan, some could say work is too much. It'd be nice if students were a little more support of the leadership, some appreciation to it, ones who are working hard to make it all possible. Maybe, for example, a little help. That's asking way too much, isn't it? Wait, sorry. Yep, help would be appreciated from students like you. If any student would show their dedication and school spirit and offer some help, well, I don't exactly need it. But I wouldn't necessarily refuse it, so it would be nice if someone would. Wait, what did... Okay, I thought we spelled someone wrong then. I was like, what the hell? Oh, hello. Hanako! I look over my shoulders and see her peer timidly into the class, most of her body hidden behind the door. Hey, playing delinquent again? Ko blushes hot. She blushes at Misha's straightforward jab, even though it was only in jest. Shizune stares at her probingly, causing Hanako to look down and stop, backing away to a point where only her fingers can be wrapped around her at the edge of the door. Maybe she's only showing her dislike to organization of her dislike to Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. They seem momentally forgetting about trying to get me to stay away from Roslo. What is it, Hanako? Has Lily been here? Sorry, Sato is not here. She is, here for a morning ago. Ko keeps looking uneasy at Shizune, who stares back at her, usually with an stare glaze. Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away. She is intimidating, though, as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako is. It's a little funny, though, watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behaviour. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet. It seems... Do you know where she is? If there's any sense... If she has any sense in her head, she's probably in her classroom working on the festival project. But who knows where that one is loitering at. She might be slacking off somewhere, just like Hishan. Wahaha. Damn, what is Shizune and her point out stuff like this? Hoko nods quickly and retreats with haste. What were you talking about? Oh yeah. Look, we are really working hard to make this festival happen, and driving other people insane along the way. Wow, good for that! Wait, good luck with that, I mean. I stand up to leave, making an exit. Either of them managed to berate me any more, sucking off. Okay. The halls seem somewhat quiet as expected, but everyone must be in a club meeting or at festival preparations, or even both. Shizune's words about being a slacker echoes in my head. I feel guilty about not contributing, but I seem to lack the resolve to do something concrete about the matter. For the festival, it's too late already, unless I start helping Shizune and Misha, which naturally and clubs don't know. Yeah, I'm not a club person. Halfway through the way, a school building, I spot a figure in the front doors. It's Ren. I look like she is working on Muruga today. I walk over, she doesn't seem to notice me approaching. She's sitting on an upturned box, looking intently at the wall. She's painting with a brush held between her toes. The mural has progressed considerably since yesterday, but it's only half as done as far as I can tell. More colours have appeared, and some twisted human-like figures have spread and increased numbers. I have to say, the style is quite eye-catching and very unique. Not that I will be knowledgeable about art by any measurable scale, but it's very nice looking nevertheless. I clear my throat to get her attention, but I not startle her so that she can concentrate or break away. Doesn't even turn to check who it is. I'll wait. Is this seriously up? Okay. 15 minutes later, I decide that her concentration is indeed unbroken, and also I have waited long enough to warrant poking her gentle on the shoulder, minding her of my presence. Rin turns to her head mechanically to my direction, ended up staring at my crotch level. Oh, it's a soul. She can tell. I would feel a lot less uncomfortable if she would look at my face. Oh wait, is she seriously staring at my crotch? God damn it. Wait, she could tell who I was by my crotch. What the hell did I do? A state observation, hard at work, I say. The conversation starts as if I hadn't been there for a quarter of an hour already, but it's not my concern. At least it starts. Looking good? It does. The layer of paints hiding other layers of paints, mixing and shaping the human figures, really create an impressive look, but Rin looks miffed. You shouldn't comment on works in progress. 7 years of bad luck. Sounds terrible. I guess I'll take it back then. Still, it looks good. I wonder if I should get 14 years of bad luck for thinking that. Ren turns back to look at her painting and pokes it with a big toe. Could you mix some colours? I'm running out. Look, she looks half empty bowl. She looks down at a half empty bowl with remains of pinkish paint in it. I don't really have the intent to stay and help her project. I guess I didn't intend to do anything as much. Look at Rin as if she's still emptily back at me. Just this once. Rin picks another brush, drenched it in another tone of pale red. Go. There are dozens of similar bowls all around her working area. From the looks of the scene, she could have been sitting there for hours. I wonder if she has. That would mean she'd be skipping school though, which of course I wouldn't be on something like Ren. I pour a little bit of white and red paint into the bowl, trying to make it match the colours with the ones I already have. I can't seem to get it right. It's really unconventional of her not to mix enough of a trait in the first place, getting it to be exactly the same colour tone. That will be impossible. But at least I can try getting something close to what I can. Speaking of hard work, isn't this a huge workload for you too? It's big painting after all. Oh, I'm not old and bitter enough yet to think like that. Guess you aren't. You guessed right. My legs hurt though. I feel like they feel like slugs. Slugs made of sleeve slugs. Because of a position. Yeah. I like doing it on horizontal position more. If you know what I'm talking about. But it can't be helped. Can't you ask the wall to lay down? Saying that, she stretches herself a little, bending her legs and back far down more than a human should flex. It's astonishing how low and effortless she manages her body around. There is a small flinch in her otherwise a blank expression, a hint of pain maybe, as she stretches out her calves. Rin must have stamina and dexterity far above the normal person to be able to live like she does. But she's wearing it out a little, working on this. Why push yourself so much? I take a break or something else, please. Continue tomorrow if it's bad. This gives her a pause. A long one too, feeling a mental yawn. I don't think so, Hisao. I'm not pushing myself. Sure looks like you are. No, it's not pushing or pulling or anything related to that kind of thing. There is this boy. A boy? Yes. Where? At the art club. And? He is blind. Is he talking about who I think he is talking about? Ah, nah, no way. Wait. Yeah, is he talking about what? The feminist guy? The not anti-feminist guy, I mean. How can you faint if you're blind? No idea. So why he there? That's the point. He is there. She should re-speak more than one word at a time to make me feel more like a discussion less an interrogation. He can't really do anything that you call art, but he comes there anyway and paints. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. That's why I asked. So, he doesn't paint often, but his paintings are very interesting. I'm sure they are. I once tried that, painting with my eyes closed. Wasn't too interesting, and cleaning up the floor took ages. Didn't try it again. But he's becoming better at sculpturing. I see. Maybe she was trying to make a point out of this. Maybe she forgot she had one. She seems like the art club's full of interesting people. Not really. A pretty blunt statement. She has totally missed the sarcasm. No? Just like I said, they're not very interesting. You don't have much of an interest in people who aren't interesting. Maybe you have. Maybe. But that boy is interesting. Maybe I am like that boy. Or maybe you are. Maybe everyone is. Doing things you can't do just because you can. That's because I think. That's pretty deep, I think. I tell her to that. You're a deep one. Yeah, I'm really shallow and thoughtless. People say that to me all the time. Did you know how I can get the four things done at the same time? No, but I do now. Right, I'm thinking of the second girl's toilets, ice cream flavoured cream. The middle toe and haircut. I'm going to need that haircut. She shakes her head vigorously, then curls short and messy hair ruffle wildly around. I can see doing it is something she likes to do. She falls silently as Ren treads around absent-mindedly, poking some brushes around with a thought about getting to Yarkle sticks in her mind for a while longer. I feel like I'm treading on a very unknown territory, but these meetings with Ringo, it's also a mom smoking habit or something. I should probably stop talking to her. It's not like I dislike her or anything, despite the confusion her being self-causes. I do not dislike her either. I've even drawn for fun sometimes. I just don't have real creative drive or technical skills. So usually if I were to draw something, I would get white paper syndrome and just freeze completely. That, or I managed to draw something disfigurately, and promptly to get my confusion and inability pictured in my head on the paper, then call it quits without really even trying to make an effort. Rin clearly doesn't have this problem, but she frustrates me in another way. Being with her is almost like looking in a mirror that doesn't seem to reflect anything. It makes me question the sanity of her that. Rin sits down on her bot, swaying from side to side, apparently uncomfortable with the uncomfortable silence. She's staring at me again, maybe over my shoulder. I can't quite figure out where her eyes focus at. I'm thinking of leaving so she can have her with walking undistractedly. And that is, I can do whatever. I'm going alone. It's not like I have anything else to do today. Oh shoot. You? Nobody. Just forgot to tell Hanako that Leah was looking for her. Do you know her? From my class? Oh, her, the mysterious toilet girl. The person is funny. I saw her going to the toilet 5 times during that one recess 3 weeks, and I'm sure it's the world direct. Hanako the toilet go. Nah, I'm going mad. It was very mysterious. But that's why you call her a mysterious toilet girl. What other reason could there be? Well, if there is, there's an entire internal mystery. I didn't follow her in there. Maybe it was a week or 2 before that. Could have been. Looking at her makes me hungry. Don't say that. Ali's not around her. Rain turns and looks at me blankly as if she does not reapprove her. But she doesn't acknowledge understanding any more than before, so I give up at this point. So, do you want to go eat dinner then? No, not really. Renat has turned a hungry gaze back at the walls, looking slightly more energetic, or at least slightly less lethargic than she did before. So as if the wall is an opponent she is trying to vanquish, something she must overcome before she indulges in her dinner. This feeling I get is a weird sense of empathy overcome, and it makes me smile, more to myself. For all the oddity, Rin is pretty cool after all. I'll be going anyway. Have fun. Rin already grasps her brush, dipping it into fresh plate, so of course she can't hear me anymore, or doesn't answer anything even if I did. At hearing the nurse nagging voice in the back of my head, I set my alarm clock to wake me up so early, not to go jogging again. I promise that I'll keep it. Besides, Emmy is bound to rat out on me if I didn't show up, but it's not that bad. And just like that, I went to sleep. Okay, wait, anyways. I am going to end the episode here because I told myself that I would stop the episode every time I went to sleep, which is exactly what I'm doing, to be honest. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I know I did, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Goodbye. Have a very nice day.